Okay, just making sure audio's all working. Okay. Hey everyone, Wandering Bard here, back with more Final Fantasy XIII. One sec. Does it not? You think it would have me logged in? Because I use Twitch to do this? But no, I can't actually type in my Twitch chat right now. Oh well, getting there. Sorry, I wanted to type a message into the chat because I don't, as you've probably noticed if you've been in my streams before, I don't have my face cam on right now. And I have no face cam in right now because, well, because as it says on the screen right now, I'm eating dinner. So, oh yeah, also, I think I'm gonna switch around my setup a bit. I'm gonna be moving a few things real fast because, I noticed that, like, the position that my webcam is in right now is great for when I just want to, is great for where my camera is usually located. So I don't know how well this is gonna work, but, I've moved where my chat and webcam are so that, because I noticed that the in-game text appears on the left side of the screen, and I don't want chat to obscure that. So yeah, I am eating dinner right now, which is why I just got home not terribly long ago. I was shopping for a wedding present for a friend because I realized too late.
We need to speak with Otto.
And that's where we left off. I realized too late that my friend slash coworker has his wedding tomorrow, and I had not bought a gift yet, which, you know, I don't want to be that person. But yeah, so I just got home. I put pasta on the stove because I have like no other real meals in my house right now. And with me driving 2 hours each way for a wedding tomorrow, it didn't seem like a great time to get groceries. I was shopping for a wedding present as is. I was late. I'm still late on stuff. But yeah. So Otto.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Find the curse breakers. Oh, you're here.
Martha is a survivor. We'll find her.
Yeah, I remember Eastpool fine enough. I hated coming back to that. Like, that was the worst freaking thing to come home to. Was watching all these people being slaughtered just for association. It's really freaking sad. Martha's Rest then. So I do have to wonder about this new hideaway we're at, because, you know, the last one, anonymity was the deal, right? Because we were,
What happened here?
We were...
Come on.
Oops.
We need to find the others.
Because they were in a place surrounded by blight, where no one would have been able to find us if we hadn't been followed back by Hugo's people.
Sid?
But now,
You'd be coming?
we're out in the sea,
Don't mind.
or in a
Also
giant
thought we'd
lake,
get some help.
in some
And
old
it appears he
airship,
was right.
so it's less anonymous
You
but
were.
harder to reach.
Could say
hopefully.
that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards.
Mm,
Jid and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will.
Oh, I remember him. I've met him
Before
before.
you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
I hear the word culling, and that is a big uh-oh for me. Do I have... no waypoints?
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
From our dear mother, who ordered the one in Eastpool. We still haven't seen her yet since she betrayed us. We just heard references to her.
If those Orsons touch an arrow on Martha's head. To me!
I'm not used to having 3 icons now. I'm very unused to it. Pursue the garrison soldiers. I think it feels like these are the same quests, no? Or the same goals in mind.
Look. Up ahead.
Up.
Martha.
Oh, that's her.
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something. Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields.
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Hmm.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
I'm still not used to having 3. That's gonna take getting used to. Stay down here where I can kill you. Beautiful. I have a limit break, but I imagine I'll want to save that for the Abbey. Alright, just follow the road, we'll get there. It's been a hot minute since I... Oh, wait, no, that's not a road. That's just a one-off path.
Are we too late?
Looks like
There
it.
might still be someone inside.
I don't like the sound of that, the look of that.
No.
We are too late.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them.
Kill them.
Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law.
5 guys against us, huh?
Dwell in darkness that we
Get
may
5 more, then it
urge
might be a
light
fair
and
fight.
Welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
This is personal.
This won't take long.
It does get kind of too easy when we can just spam Eidolon abilities, doesn't it? That's kind of the point. It's thematically makes sense with the story world, but...
Is that all of them?
I think so.
What are those? That 10 we
Didn't
just
see the
changed.
abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
Wow.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
Yep.
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true.
Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
Well, as it so happens, I am Sid.
I shall.
I need to move.
Sid! Where are you?
Wait.
Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive,
It's so weird my
He's gone.
webcam is all backwards to where I was. To where I'm used to. This will take getting used to. And he died while I was fixing my webcam.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
no, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Reddock's Jump. The current's there
Reddock.
is swift.
I've heard that name before.
If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course.
We got this.
Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Got it. I can't jump down there. Oh, that's sad. Those wild chocobos? Nice. Guess I never did use that limit break that I was talking about, because I have one. It was just never... What? Wait, where do I go? I have to go, like, way around, huh? Those are wild chocobos, by the way, I do want to point out. Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. I know, like, in-game text and all, but, like... I can't do this. This is so backward for me. I might try and fix this later, but, like... I can't do this right now. Damn. Oh, a creature with a bounty on it. May encounter creatures larger, faster, more ferocious than most. While flight is an option, defeating these marks earns me renown, but also rare materials that can be used for new gear.
Do you think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Flames of Rebirth. Wait, what? The fight just reset? Did I wander out of range or something? I almost attacked.
Nice try.
Bring it down. Limit break. Maybe the high potion there was a little much. Who is trying to get a hold of me at this hour? Nobody. Okay, so I have to assume that gauge down there, the green one, I have to assume that is renown, because it says that we gain renown from these.
Didn't see that coming.
Okay, so we're gonna need more high potions soon.
That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
Aw, that's sweet. That is sweet, y'all.
And now they are truly free.
Oh, hey, Joel. Could have used your help against the Araman.
What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve.
True enough.
We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Uh-oh. So I'm very curious about where the story's gonna go right now, because it feels like we're being told. Because like before this quest came up, Clive was saying that with Hugo and his people occupied, we could have a chance here, which I took to mean that we'd be going after Hugo. But now it seems like we're taking care of things here in Rosaria. So which one, Dalmacia or Rosaria? Where are we going? Where is the story focusing on?
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
No one survived then?
Nope. Wait, why is my name
I'm
not
sorry.
visible?
Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers.
Oh
I
dear.
assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these black
These are
shields
not
doing
ordinary times.
is unthinkable.
Especially not since we destroyed the Drake
Which
set.
begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones.
I got you covered.
Those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people. They're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived.
Otto!
He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Gav!
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
We got you, Martha. We have the renowns. Oh yeah, we've got all this AP we haven't spent either. We'll use the map to go to the hideaway in a moment. $1,000. What happens if we upgrade limit break? Upgrade adds another limit break gauge. Really? I'm confused. Oh, so we have we could have 2 limit breaks charged up? That's cool. What else is there? We could upgrade Heat Wave, but we don't really use that. Let's see. Anything cool on Rama's side? I'm not huge on his iconic, because I'm used to the iconic shifts being ways to position myself, and Rama's very much is not. 2,300 for a judgment bolt. Oh, that's strong. I could give myself this aerial blast. Oh, that's wow, actually. Honestly, I'd love that. Because right now we have Wicked Wheel. It's still not fully reliable. Give me a tornado. So that the only thing is that like it would mean that right now we have 2 super abilities that are going to have really freaking long recharge times. But I want to try this, because the will damage this does will be insane. I am anticipating that at some point I'm going to need to grind, because this is a Final Fantasy game. And there's always, in Final Fantasy games, a huge unexpected difficulty spike near the end of them.
No. Where's Gav?
I've played enough of them to know. Even when, like, I'm cruising going into the final dungeon always kicks my butt. So I'm gonna have to grind at some point.
Ah, Clive!
Oh, Gav.
I've missed that scowl.
Ah, buddy, I'm real sorry. You
Where's
did
my
lose
reports?
an eye.
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel.
Come on,
Now
Clive.
sit down, you fool.
You have been nice to Gav before.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Yeah, because they had some shred of decency
Half
left.
a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Yeah.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the 2 nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor.
True.
They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Okay.
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
Good luck getting in there.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps.
He certainly does.
There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Do we?
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
You still have an uncle?
Lord Byron Rosfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
That'll help.
Well, it's
So we're going to Waloed then?
What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Drake's breath. That is actually. Wait, why am I asking? Up, too late. Otto's counter is now open. More quests, more marks. Alliant reports the patrons whisper the hunt board. Okay. The Alliant reports refer side quests, I remember.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
We have no face for this guy yet.
But none of the curse breakers have returned. He'll be fine.
To marinate yard chocobo. No, we are not gonna read about how to cook chocobo. There's Karen.
Think it's alright to touch him?
I don't know. You go first.
He's a good pupper. Torgal would not hurt you. We love Torgal. Alright, our quarters are that way. Holmes is this way. I still have some questions I want answered. So I know he has nothing on Ultima.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. You wish to study the tomes?
Drake's breath. Oh wait, oh that's in the Iron Blood. Its occupation can be historically traced to the Duchy. Control of the crystal was recently wrested from Rosaria's grasp by the Crusade following a series of bitter conflicts. Okay, yeah, so we're going to the Iron Kingdom, not Willow. That makes a lot more sense. You.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Oh, wait, hold on. There's one more thing. So I tried to search out Ultima before.
What subject shall we consider today?
And I couldn't find it. But, Typhon, the weird creature that we first met in the, I want to see if I can find it in here. Bond, airship, granite, obelisk, Continental Accord, Cohen's, Echoes, Akashic, Ultima's Thralls. So these creatures are tied to Ultima. So Ultima is trying to stop us from reaching certain places. Interesting. I didn't make that connection. Oh, wait, what is Metia? The burning red star that sits between the moon. Customary to wish upon it. He wants our power because I think I have my current pet theory is that he wants our power because we can absorb power from all the icons. He wants us so that he can gain complete control. But I've got no idea, like, you know, this feels like some kind of just weird, shadowy, otherworldly evil right now. It doesn't really feel like we have a very defined, like, motive yet. Oh wait, I didn't get potion. That will be fine.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares.
You mean you need his eye and nose in
Besides,
Dhalmekia?
he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I missed it already. Buddy?
I always knew that I would return one day.
Right, you were imprisoned in the Iron
To
Kingdom.
Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past.
Are we going to get a jail character arc here?
If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Kapow! Borgol? What's wrong, bud?
Come on.
I really hope our uncle turns out to be a much... If his name is
How far do you think your
Rossfield,
mother's reach extends?
then
Will we
surely
find the
he's
same
an uncle
tragedy
on
in
our
the south
dad's
as we did
side,
at
which would be
Martha's
great
Rest?
because our dad didn't
More
suck.
than likely.
So,
Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can, hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
I just want to see what this is like. That did a lot. That achieved something at least. That's awesome. What happens if I... What is that?
Get him!
I just killed a chocobo. I am forever marked for such a little travesty that I have done. Okay, no one's dead yet.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
I could be wrong.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Black Shield.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
Kill them.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
What if they're after
We must
our
be
uncle?
here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like them?
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours, for a price. Much obliged. There you are.
Elixir instantly restores all HP. That's a little much for 10,000.
Keep to the
Might matter
roads
more
now.
later.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
We need to stop the Empire.
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that I'd love to have those culprits on my side. You know? We're all outlaws together.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now...
Hey, look, I'm Highborn. I'm also an outlaw, but I think my uncle wouldn't care.
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you?
This really
Yes,
is
I
just
think there was
personal
Black
for
Shields.
Clive.
Can't say I
Because
ever
he
saw one
was a
before.
shield, and to him
Was this
being
the
a
first
shield
time they
stood
visited
for
the
something
village?
noble, something
What
right.
do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another Eastpool.
Then we shall be on our way.
If we attack that group now, just more retribution will come on Amber. Not much we can do.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry,
You've experienced that before, haven't you?
It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them
Wait,
before the
I bet it's Joshua. I know Joshua was
village
wandering
will
through
yield more
mountains.
answers.
Maybe it's him.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly
Joshua
into
was
the path of
traveling in
whoever
mountains.
or whatever lurks here.
Fallen.
Ever since the repository, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
So what do you think, Clive? Is it Ultima? That's a possibility. That just the best thing about that spell for like large groups is that it keeps them off me for so long. Yeah, Rama is a fine enough third icon. But if I get a fourth one, which I'm thinking I will, judging from the way the tree is set up, I'm probably going to switch off of him. We'll see. It doesn't even do very much damage is the thing, you know? Ooh, treasure. Love it. Getting closer. We're on the right trail at least. Oh, Evolver. Nope, Tornado hasn't recharged yet. Getting close though. Wait.
More of my mother's men.
Cool. We need to take a path around. I just saw block shields and my vision went red for a moment. Oh wait, there's a bridge down there, Logan, you idiot.
Time to fight.
Cool. Alright, so let's go meet our uncle and hope he's not a jerk like our mom. Up. Oh
Blood,
crap.
Clive.
Yes, I can see that, Jill.
And still wet.
That's a lot of fresh blood on that bridge. Gorgle, what you got, buddy? Gorgle mad. Oh,
You were told to stay in your homes.
I don't live in Amber.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Yeah.
Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation.
Happy to help make things
Dwell
quicker.
in darkness, that we may purge the night.
Yep, I've heard this before. I'm skipping that.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
Who's got the cure? Whoever it is, they had a mage. I saw that. Mage is still on his feet. That needs to go. Still haven't even had to go all out yet. Beautiful. Those who dwell in darkness will face my blade. Such is my pledge. I could workshop it a bit, refine it a bit, make it more dramatic.
The end will be swift.
A little more specific.
Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message.
Pray tell, sir.
Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Odil. Guardians of the Flame.
Old Hill. I know not this place.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Is this a Kupka trap again? No, those are not Kupka's men. What's happening here? Borgel?
Find something, boy.
Death. Go figure. Yo, this story world is not fun. I mean, I'm loving the game, but this is not a nice world.
Found her.
Ooh. Let this be a reminder that this game is not for kids. Clive. Keep it together, Clive. This is what they want.
This was my mother's doing.
It was. Ooh.
Why? Why would anyone?
I don't know.
We've not been able to figure that out for ages.
Really understood her. But this.
Oh, Clive.
Alright, we need to have some stern words with our mother.
Drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
This is horrible.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
I've got... Wow. Just... This is horrifying. Like, legit. This sucks. This is not on.
Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosabeth.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. The Grand Duchy is gone because our mother sucks.
But this is their home.
Refugees. Oh, guys. This is heartbreaking. All these wars have brought us death. And hunger. And sorrow. When does it end? The Silken Strand.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
All we can do right now is hope. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't had to use many potions because these fights are kind of easy.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass!
My children are starving!
Have mercy! Voice-ridden dogs they are!
True.
You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
No, good enough for us in!
off! Hang the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
We have a choice?
As long as it is abandoned.
Knowing how this works, it's not going to be abandoned, is it?
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Hope not. Certainly hope not. I still have a theory that it's Joshua.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Treasure over here. I have no pet instinct right now. Okay, well, I'll do it the old-fashioned way then. Nope, not there. Okay, this way then.
Not abandoned then.
Hey look, a human.
Visitors!
Bandits.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
More of them. Lovely.
Or not.
I'm glad Clive didn't just jump to killing them though.
Give me the...
Nice. That was easy enough.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Wait. I remember you. You survived?
Forgive me, my lord.
Wait!
Not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
You're still alive! How are you still alive?
Founder, it really is you.
I'd forgotten his name, but I remembered him. The young guy, the one I thought was gonna die first. How are you still alive?
We can speak inside.
I can't believe it, but this is actually some freaking good news for a change!
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after.
The Guardians
Alas,
of the Flame.
There is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything.
You're the people that those black shields were looking for.
Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't... Even knowing what I know about her.
Doesn't make sense. Well...
Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but... she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm.
Sad but
she
true.
She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool.
She killed Lady Hannah and so many innocents.
Since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
You're marching to your own deaths, though. Handful of you against the full host of Black Shields.
And ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that.
So we're fighting the Black Shields now. Okay.
Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
We're happy to have you on the crew too, Wade.
So
You're
Wade,
great.
Let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Oh, but we're well stocked on equipment right now.
What is it you require?
Better sword than that. Better anything
It
than
has
that, really.
been an honor.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
You haven't changed at all, true.
You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Oldale have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
We will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance, but depending on our destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Party makeup has changed.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
It will. It already does.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village.
Which
we
was
tracked
that?
down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
I don't have a Lionheart tunic, so I may as well put something in there that's useful. Strength tonic, better attack power, as if we needed more attack power right now.
Look on his sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are looking at you.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Well, let's go. Hello, Black Shields. We're here to kill you. Do not resist.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell
Mages
us
in the back, we have to deal with them
that
first.
a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields. Then come! Die along with your flame! For us area!
For us area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Now, if so many of them are in a group right now, let's just kill them.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battle.
Oh, a target that can be staggered.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Okay. That was comparatively simple. That tornado did a ton to that wyvern. The will damage was insane.
Albeit.
Okay, the last time I fought one of these types of enemies, I died, and that was my only death so far in this game.
You have
But I had like no potions. I was low on potions. Now I'm ready.
Of cleansing.
I love these Dragoon fights. Like, they could be more fun. They can be frustrating sometimes. Bring him down. Wait till his stagger gauge is back, and then gouge.
So wait! There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
And we shall. You could do with a bit of gentle healing here soon. Oh, I forgot about round 2. Beautiful. This land does need a cleansing of you.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Hopefully.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well.
That's what I was
She'll
scared
move
of.
swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
We need to stop this at its
I
source.
often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die.
True.
And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
But that's not what I was going to say, I bet. Beautiful. We have renown.
And how long?
Oh wait, he's been helping
you and your comrades' endeavors.
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned
Okay,
to
good. He doesn't suck. I was worried about that.
And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows,
But with the
where he would be
tunnels,
of
it's
no use
easier.
to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move
So let's
might
get him on our
prove his
side.
downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Yeah,
I'll have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
A seal?
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
The burnt blade. Okay.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it.
We do our
If
best
only
not
Sir
to
Tyler
deserve
could have
it.
been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Yeah.
Thank you,
that.
Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Murdoch, his wife, Tyler, all dead. Father, dead. Mother, the person who we wish would be dead the most out of all of them, not dead. Port Isolde. We're here. Oh, that was easy. Okay, we're in.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Possibly not.
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Those are some heavy footsteps your uncle's got. And a very heavy sword. No, that's an axe.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago.
So they say. And yet, I'm still
For
alive.
uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue. You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil, the Unshod.
And Jill's over here like, what on earth?
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
What? What is this reference? Wait, what? What? I am not sure what's happening.
Infectious flax wench? Even in death, must thou plague me still?
Wait, what is this?
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy
He's
charge
happy.
once more.
And Jill is me right now.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Oh, guys. Jill is still me right now.
Always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
This is so freaking sweet! Who would have thought that our boy Clive Rossfield would be a theater nerd?
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
Pog, this is great. I love this
See
scene.
that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you?
Well, we stopped another one.
Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
I keep seeing articles for Final Fantasy XVI
For
online,
better or worse,
and I have to avoid
I've
them
been
for
charged
spoilers.
with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The
18
nation your
years.
father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Okay.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
What, being an honest person is a great failing? Maybe if he was playing Among Us. Oh, also the Final Fantasy main theme. Awesome.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid.
Well, I wasn't
You're
Sid
always
at
such
first.
A good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
Jill, you have
This
thoughts you
will
were
be
thinking.
fun.
Jill is thinking thoughts, and I'm very curious about them. Jill? Jill, my angel, please talk to me.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
I mean, I guess
Once
she has a lot
outfitted,
in mind.
She'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Talk to me,
Something
Jill.
on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
I feel like I should be saying something right now, but wow.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Oh my dear, my heart feels heavy after hearing all that. Whoever voices Jill Warwick and of course Masayoshi Soken with the music, they did a good job. Side quest over here? Alright. Back to the hideaway. Let's hope nothing terrible has happened, because I have a feeling something terrible might have happened. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom, but Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Every time I hear the name Vivian, I think of the character from, from the Blood and Wine expansion of Witcher 3.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? It's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage.
Okay.
I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Can you cook up a Marlboro?
I think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
What stops you?
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me.
Why are we eating tunnel worm?
Sternest stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
How could I refuse
Something tells me you won't
tunnel
be taking
worm?
no for an answer.
How could I refuse the chance to eat tunnel worm, everybody?
Fantastic.
Can't do it.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, It's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient.
Well, that helps
A
us
beast,
nothing.
No doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Okay, cool. Guess I have some side quests to do before I can go and pillage the Iron Kingdom. Background music playing the hideaway can be changed by accessing the orchestrion. Oh, this is pretty.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Alright.
Back, are ya? What do you want?
Let's see. Levenbolt. An even better version of my cool elemental sword.
No scratches, alright?
And no other cool armor. Oh, but I can. Oh, there's ways to upgrade what I already have. Well, I didn't know that.
That it?
Cool.
Fine.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without the bloody dust.
Alright. Nothing on this memory wall, but there's still plenty of main quests to do. Oh, I thought that was a ladder. This game is so nice, y'all. This music is so nice. Old mate's asking me a question that can probably wait for a bit at least.
Typical nobles.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer.
Well, that's our Clyde.
Today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
Okay.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy.
Okay.
And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there.
Thank you.
As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, The faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less.
Fascinating.
And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one.
Yes, we have observed that part. So that explains why they didn't have a dominant.
Northern Storm. Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp.
Right.
Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course.
I forget which one Drake's eye is.
I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island.
Right, we were going to make war on the Iron Blood to get that crystal during the prologue before Clive's family died. We were going to make war on the Iron Kingdom for that reason.
The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill.
Yep.
I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
So, hold on a sec. Oh, yeah, Jill Warwick. That's her. I'm trying to think
There are new
of...
videos being posted every day.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself.
Mm.
And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling.
I
It's
see.
like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
If you think it'll help.
If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All
Good
right.
man.
Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Blacksmith's Blues. Oh wait, the Blackthorn though. Oh wait, the ever surly one, that guy? The thing with him is that his default is grumpy. Hey, Moogle! Hi, there you are, Kupo. I've been looking all over for you.
Ah, yes. Our mysterious Moogle friend.
I have to pull out my best Mog impression. Nectar of the Bold, thank you very much.
I'll stick with Nectar if it's all the same to you.
But it's
What
not
seems to
all
be
the
the
same to
matter?
him. That's the whole point. The matter is this, Kupo. How's my Mog impression,
The
by
hunt
the way?
board. It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kupo. I knew that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, Kupo, I am the mightiest of all the Moogles. Oh, so I couldn't read all that. So I need you to slay them all, Kupo.
Right.
Something about, like, no feed
Even
too
your
much for him, but there's too many of
for the
them.
moment. The people of Alastia are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kupo. It's so good to find someone who understands me, Kupo. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the builds to get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, Kupo, I'm your Moogle. I've already fought the Aramen. Yep, Notorious Mars. Yep, killed that one. The Angel of Death. A trader coming by the way of Kaer Norverment with a group of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead. His eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through the pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured they kept up a brisk pace. Ooh, that's a lot of gold. Belphegor. Wild aves of striking size making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Okay. Location, Clairview and Sandbreast, okay. We will speak to Our Lady in a moment.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
The Breath of Fire. So all this, I can buy all this stuff. Increases skill by 35%. Increases AXP earned by 15%. Increases ability points earned by 20%.
Finished, are you?
Okay. What do I have right now? Because I have something that increases my EXP already. Pre-order item. By 10%. You know, honestly, with all of this skill I've got, I can actually afford to purchase some of the stuff. Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Accessory effect will not trigger unless charged magic is learned. Interesting. Cobalt tassels. So these increase limit gauge when either dealing or taking damage. Increases EXP by 15%. Okay, that's better than what I already have. Increases AP by 20% is nice, though. Guild by 35, not a priority. Oh, these. Oh, I hate these. I'm resetting the chat box again just to get rid of that. Alright, I'm also gonna make a habit again of keeping the Twitch dashboard up here on my other screen so I can block people like that in the future. Because I really hate it when people do things like this. Stream manager. Oh, I can take care of that now? Alright, you're banned. Oh good, and the message got deleted too. Beautiful. Oh wait, I got distracted by people doing sus ads in my chat and I forgot about what I needed to do here. So, let's see. This I absolutely will want.
It'd better all be here.
But I'm not going to equip these automatically because I need to see what I'm getting rid of first. Reducing cooldown times on abilities, especially abilities that I'm not using, is difficult right now. So I have this to increase AP, increase attack by 7, defense by 10. Reducing cooldown time for this by 12 seconds could arguably be better than having defense up. Because this does give me healing. I have 548 AP right now. I don't use Rising Flames. So Mastering Phoenix Shift would let me apply this to any icon, if I recall. No, it just increases the shift distance, which doesn't seem terribly worthwhile. Scarlet Cyclone I also do not use anymore. I have Ignition and I have I have what's its face? Flames of Rebirth, which is very expensive to upgrade. As is that. Rook's Gambit is a counter-strike. I have better abilities now. Gouge I keep for the insane will damage. What's over on Rama's side? I don't like Blind Justice. I really do not. It's not my favorite. Lightning Rod, which upon being struck chains lightning to other nearby enemies. That looks okay. But I seem to have... So that would just do a little more will damage. Whereas this, Judgment Bolt. I might save up for Judgment Bolt right now.
Quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster.
He's Torgal. Yeah, he's not a monster. He's my dog.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now?
I hoped you would.
I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be.
Okay.
Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There.
That would weigh you down.
You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right, we're going.
So what kind of sword was this?
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail.
Interesting image.
Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already.
Hmm.
Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
So he makes monster leather?
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was excited? Somewhere in
Hey, wait, I wanted to go to that Cara Norvin one.
Care Norvin, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
That would do
I'll
it.
leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Alright, so now I definitely need to talk to my lady.
It will be over soon. One way or another.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
I'm very scared of what will happen when we bring down this crystal, though. So we can hop on the boat whenever we feel like. But we could go to Martha's Rest also, or we could go to Cara Norvin. Or alternatively, I'm not sure I know exact. I think I probably should have used the notice board first. Just in case, why not? Up those stairs. I very much misjudged our location.
Typical nobles.
Which is why I do my best to be an atypical noble. Nectar, Kupo. Hey Nectar, griffin sightings? Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then do I have the billet for you, Kupo? An especially horrible one the locals call Dosmere. Oh, so this is a new sighting. Gosmere. While passing along the trail from Lost Wind to Cair Norvin, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong it bent back the trunks of the old oaks. In a cry so terrible, he ran for his life. Wait. Did that not... Oh, did I click on the notice or something? What do I do now? No, that's the back button. Oops. Cair Norvin Westgate. So we just go to Cair Norvin, we head west, we see what we can come up with. Seems a fun enough plan to me. Oh, wait, what? I have to go to Lost Wind then? Weird, alright.
Good day to you.
Yeah, I'm going the right way. Alright, we have a griffin to track down. Wrong way? Oh hey Jill, I was hoping you'd be here. I'm so confused. Oh wait, up here. Finally, there we go. It said it was on the way from Lost Wind to Cair Norvin. Is Cair Norvin even standing anymore though? Because last I heard, Joshua set it on fire. After we defeated Benedicta. This is where, if we're fighting an air-themed boss monster, it's going to be really, really good. That we just so happen to have a giant tornado spell on our side that does a lot of stagger damage. I mean, it kind of was easy. So I don't, even if I'm not sure I did things correctly with the hunt board, it's fine. I don't need to view the hunt board to find a monster, as I demonstrated when I found the other one, the army. Wait, is that it? No, it's just a Dragon Avis. suppose that our monster is going to be something much grander. Wait, we're not here for a drake, we're here for a griffin. Griffin, not drake. Griffin.
Company.
This has been simple enough.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
So it sounds like we're in the right area. Oh look, a griffin. Oh, griffins actually look so cool. Dozmare! Got the bounty on his head too. What do we got? Level 28.
We'll have to wait. Morgul, look sharp.
Wait. No, get back over here. Okay, this thing's very quick. Bring it down. Get out of there. I should have equipped Heat Wave for this fight, huh?
Guess we're all ready.
Awaken, wind!
I must remember this thing is level 28. I remember he can get out of there somehow. Bring him to the earth. Gouge miss. Ouchie ouch.
This one.
I can't shift away.
Help me, boy.
I'm out of potion.
No good. I'm hurt, Torgo. Wake up! Too slow.
I have Tornado back and I'm not using it yet? That's silly of me. Did it! Yes! Good, because that was too close. Level up? Yeah, we were under level for that fight. Scarletite. Do some crafting. Nice. We did it.
Something there, boy.
Craftsman? Hello, craftsman.
Could that be our man?
Oops, that was an accident. Wasn't trying to cast fire on him.
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
True.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
Ooh, okay.
Sure. Well, you did save my life.
And I brought down your
Thanks
griffin.
to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry.
I always
That's
thought I
the
was
least I
thinking the
can
same thing. That sounds very fair.
Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some griefs to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
I like this guy. He's a good man. Good men seem to be in semi-short supply in this land of Valisthea.
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
I think, honestly, here's my take. I think that giving him this leather would honestly do better for his mood than having someone teach him how to make it. Because if he has someone teach him how to make this stuff, it'll just add to him feeling inferior. But if we can give him the materials and let him take that talented blacksmith brain of his to figure the rest, then he can maintain pride in knowing he knows how to do his stuff, just that he didn't have the right materials. You know? I think this is honestly better than having someone show him how to make it.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady.
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Treated leather.
You're joking.
Nope. We are not joking, my friend.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself.
We're your friends,
Still,
Blackthorn.
I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
Your idea.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely.
Okay.
Don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Will we get a new recipe for this then? I'm curious. Good to see him invigorated.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
You're drinking, mate. But yeah, I'm sure that you guys were friends outside of that too. Don't want to sound judgmental. Drake Slayer's belt. Ooh, cool recipe. What do I need to craft this? You have obtained the design draft for Drake Slayer's belt. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at Black Hammer. Visit him in the hideaway.
What do you need? A Sanktfordian, do you?
Drake Slayer's belt. I need Electrum.
And how am I meant to do that then?
Whatever that is.
And?
Wonder if I'd get it from killing a Drake. It is a Drake Slayer's belt after all. And there is a Drake on the hunt board. I could have sworn that there was. It was somewhere in Rosaria. I'm debating whether to do that now or save it for after we take care of the Hey, do you know where any Drakes are, Nectar? Belphegor, wild avis of striking size, adjacent to Eastpool. Wait, what's up here?
This is something Jill has to do, Clive. But she'll need you when it's all over.
I know, Talia.
That book, do you think you might read it to me?
There's many a man and maid who'd gladly welcome young Cole down there to their beds. Me? I only have eyes for goat. Now, there's a man I could get behind, though I'd rather have him behind me.
Alrighty then.
My groin feels like it's...
The water in the lake is far too foul for drinking. Fortunately, our friends in the backyard have solved the riddle of how to draw the black from it.
Nice. Alright, oh, I still don't have items. I'm still out of potion. Hang on a moment. Pretty bounty we got for that Drake helped out a lot to replenish our coffers. Well, I keep saying Drake, it's a griffin. Alright, we buy items and then... I'm debating whether I even want to start the Iron Kingdom bit tonight, because that's going to be a lot. It's already getting a little late. Not terribly late on my end, but late enough that I don't think I want to start a huge story thingy right now.
Typical nobles.
I think I am going to probably end stream here soon. Just get some potions, make sure I'm stocked properly, and then I'm going to end the stream. Just because I don't think I'm in a place to start a big story arc right now. And I'd rather save it for when I can do it justice.
Going purse weighing you down. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Now we have plenty of options. Okay. Alright, so yeah, y'all. That's gonna be it for today's stream. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to really be on this weekend, because I think I mentioned I'm going to a friend's wedding tomorrow, and that's 2 hours away from me, so I'll be driving a fair bit tomorrow, and Sunday I think I've got church commitments, but we will see. I will hopefully be on, but I might save this for like Monday night when I know that I can commit to a bigger stream. And over the weekend, with my spare time, I do have a character analysis from this game to work through. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's it for today, it would seem. So thank you all so much for watching. Please consider following me here on Twitch and or YouTube if you enjoy these types of streams. And check out the videos on YouTube as they come out, because there will be some more analysis videos than just character stuff for this game. So I'm looking forward to sharing as much as I can about it. Cheers. I'll see you.